Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today on this wet Wednesday? I'm gonna be honest. I was too tired to do my live during the day, and I thought, you know what? I'll go take a little nap and see how I feel afterwards. And then as I was having my nap and I wake up, the first thing comes to mind is this idea of what to talk about for the video. And I thought, you know what? This is perfect because this is something that I used to live with and wake up to every single day. Look at this creature. Like, look at her. Seriously, do your dogs do that too? Sit there and destroy plants? Bahiri? No. She sits there and she destroys my plants. Oh my god, what a good thing this plant doesn't really grow for that long and nobody's here to check it out and see how it's doing. So anyways, as most of you guys know, I used to wake up with crippling anxiety for a long time. For a long time. And even if you have to live that way for a month, it takes a while to recover and overcome that. Hey Gabriella, how are you doing? And I hope you guys don't have rain there, or maybe I hope you do if you guys need it. So here is a question for you. How long have you been waking up with anxiety or to anxiety? Okay, and what is the process of how you wake up? I would love to hear what you guys all have to say before I give you this one tip that should help you start the day right. Bahiri! She's still sitting there eating. I'm pretty sure those are not poisonous or toxic to dogs, but I still don't want her eating my plants. Okay, so how long have you been waking up with this monster on your chest? Okay, so here's the thing. Since that you guys have already responded by now, hopefully, here's the one thing that you do, because chances are, see, there you go. It takes you a long time to get out of bed. This is a perfect example, John, and this is the reason why I'm coming on here and telling you this one single tip to help you start overcoming that anxiety. Okay, and when you start your day, it's usually to the sound of an alarm, right? And what do so many people do that suffer with anxiety is they snooze that alarm or they turn it off, and this is the main cause of anxiety. Because you might not realize it, but what you're essentially saying to yourself and to your day and to the world and to everything around you is, F you, I want nothing to do with you, now go away, I want to go back to my La La Land, right? And I mean, nobody wants to hear that, but in a way, this is what you're saying. You might not be saying it out loud, but this is what you're saying. So you got to stop snoozing the alarm. You have to stop telling the day to F off and to go away, that you don't want anything to do with it, and you need to stop being scared of the day. You need to find something. Here's what you should do before you go to bed in the evening, because you know that in the morning, if you live with anxiety, especially in the morning, is the hardest thing to go through and to deal with. But as the day goes, as the day progresses and you get into the evening, you start to feel good. You start to feel energized. You start to feel powerful. You start to feel excited. You start to feel like you're alive again, right? So what you should do is you should take notes on what it is that's actually helping you feel that way. And even better, write one or two things that you can do the following morning that are going to help you get out of bed excited, instead of feeling crappy that day. And you don't have an alarm. So then what gets you up in the morning? Roosters? Then maybe you should get up with those roosters. And when you wake up, okay, so in this case, then if you don't have an alarm, but you wake up and it takes you forever to get out of bed, then the moment you wake up, just get up and get the day started. Don't roll around. Don't make it worse than it has to be. because you're laying there saying to yourself the things that you don't want to do. So instead, write those two things that you want to do in the morning that are going to help you get going, right? So whether it is maybe listening to something, okay, or someone, well, obviously it's going to be someone because someone has created something for you to listen to, whether it is music, whether it is a speech, whether it is a book, or maybe you want to read a book in the morning. Maybe that is going to help you get out of bed. So, and it's usually something that you are curious about. So following your curiosities is what's going to bring you back that joy and excitement that you had as a child. And so many of us forget that. So make a list the day before, the night before, you wake up in the morning of what you, look at her, she's so cute. Sorry. When you guys have babies, aren't you all proud of them? So make a list of those two things that you want to be doing in the morning, and then in the morning, think of them. The first thing you do is think of them, and right away, think excitement. Because even though it doesn't feel like you are excited, your body doesn't know the difference. If you tell your mind that you're excited in the morning instead of anxious, your body be like, oh, we're just excited for the day. That's why we feel like that. Because what happens in your body, your body goes through the same feelings and emotions as when you are excited. The only difference is your brain is telling you that you're anxious instead of excited. So you gotta switch that around. You work at 7 at night and work 12-hour shifts with people I don't like. That will do it. And you sleep in a day. Yeah, that will definitely do it. I remember I worked in one place where, and this is before I knew that I was an empath. I used to go in and this is when I started feeling really, 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 really sick, anxious, in other words, every morning. And I didn't realize that I was absorbing all the crap is because every day I would go in and it was nothing but misery there. Everyone was miserable, everyone was negative, everyone was angry, everyone was irritated, everyone was upset. All the negative feelings and emotions put into one small place, and you walk in there, it's like a punch in the face, and you start to feel that without even realizing that's not your shit. Pardon my French. Hopefully there's no kids listening, but I'm sure we all know what that is. Anyways, so for me, I had the luxury, and I'm going to say luxury because that's what it is. I had the luxury of having the ability to leave and not look back. Not everyone has that. So in that case, you have to protect yourself in ways that you know how. If you don't know how, let's chat about it. Right, and if you do know how, if you have any tips and tips and tricks and suggestions, I'm still with my sleepy brain. Sorry. Put them down below so that way other people can benefit from it. Okay. So let's see, what else do I have written in here? I just took a few notes. And a lot of people, when we start the day, we basically say, Bahidi. There's a cooler drying over there. You guys can't see it now, it's kind of down, and she was, I guess, licking it because it got wet and it fell and scared her. But anyways, a lot of us say in the morning, when we wake up, say, oh, another day, I don't want to do this, I don't know what to do, I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm so tired. Very negative. So the conversation you have with yourself also has to change. So again, one tip is basically, there's the other one there. Stop snoozing your alarm. Stop snoozing your alarm and get up the moment that you wake up. The moment that you wake up, literally sit up. And if you have a hard time actually forcing yourself to sit up, here's a bonus tip for you. A little bit, two different shoes, sweetie. Yeah, two different shoes right there. So here's the other tip.
We got
an extra one. Yeah, that was Ethan's birthday gift from all the credit cards that he got from everyone, which is gift cards. Anyways, the other tip, slowly, my thought is like fading away. I can like feel it go, and I gotta catch it and bring it back. I forgot. See, I couldn't catch it. This is what happens when you get distracted with with things.
Thanks.
So steps. Oh, I remembered. So if you have a really hard time getting up in the morning and forcing yourself to get up, this is what you do. You count backwards from 5. So you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get up.
There you go. See, she knows. She's heard me say this many times before. And then you just get up. So what happens is when you start counting backwards, you interrupt the thought process that happens in your prefrontal cortex, and you have time to actually move forward and get moving. Okay? So stop snoozing the alarm, and if you have a really hard time getting up, count backwards 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get up and go. Just like a rocket launch, right? That's what you can think of. And if you are one of those people that has a big project going on and you need things done for this project, and you keep putting it off, obviously you're gonna end up being anxious over it, right? So what do you do instead? What you do instead, you pour water out of a chair. Okay? No, seriously. What you do instead is do that one thing that you keep procrastinating about in the morning.
I want to wave. Wave.
Okay.
Wave.
Mila's going to be waving to everyone. Hi.
Wrong way.
So force yourself to do that one thing that you are avoiding doing in the morning. And once you start doing it, you will start to feel better. Once you're halfway through, you'll feel even better. Once you're done, you will feel incredible, and this is how you start rebuilding yourself up. Okay? And John says hi.
Hi!
She's like, hi! I wave at everyone. They'll say hi. Say hi too. She's like putting her head right in there. Okay, Mila. Oh, you gotta see, when you look at the camera, this is a little bit of a tip. When you're reading, right? When you were reading before, people could only see the top of your head. And now they can see your face. Okay, so that was all pretty much I wanted to mention to you guys.
Too bad I want to talk.
That's it. Okay.
Bye now.
Well, happy hump day. And the reason why I do this now, this time of the day, so that way you have the evening, now that you're actually feeling better, right? As the day goes on, remember, you're starting to feel better. Now that you're feeling better, your brain is going to start processing this conversation that we have had, this training that we have had, whatever you guys want to call it, and give you some ideas. And go and write something. Maybe keep the same notebook that you can write in there. Maybe it will be the same thing that you will be excited to and looking forward to every single morning. So that way you have something to refer to in the morning. Even better, my hair is just from the rain, just moving it around. And then the other thing that you might actually do, another kind of like a little hack, I guess, in a way, is those ideas. I'm glad that I came on here now and gave you this now when you are actually able to think positively and do something about it, right? Because when you hear these things in the morning, your brain goes, no, sweetheart. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to do anything. Just let it go. It's not for you, okay? It worked for Yana. Does not mean it's going to work for you, right? So here's the thing. Now that your brain is able to accept it, you know it's going to work. Because if it worked for Yana, it's gonna work for you.
And it will work for you.
And yeah, sure. And it has worked for so many other people. This is why I bring it up. So what else was I gonna say? I think that was pretty much it. Again, as always, if this was helpful to you, chances are it's going to be helpful to so many other people. Of course, and little children as well, right? That's the other thing. Yeah, it is a little curly. That's what happens when you put a braid in. Good. Anyways, pass the message along if you know somebody that can benefit from it. By all means, right? This info is free for everyone. You get up at 4:30 in the morning or 4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, that's a very late morning. It's a late morning.
Mommy.
Oh, the other hack, like I was starting to say. So maybe instead of a notebook, what you might want to do, because the first thing that so many people reach for is their phone in the morning. So maybe what you should do is those two things that you are excited about, curious about, and want to learn more about, that you want to do. Thank you, Mila.
You're welcome.
put them on your phone, on your background screenshot thingy-mabob.
Mommy, be here right outside.
Screensaver. That's fine. Actually, go clean her paws. Not so fine. Put that on your phone. So when you turn your phone on, or when you click that button, that's gonna be the first thing that comes into your face, and you're gonna say, "Oh, okay, that's what it was. That's what I should be doing. This is what I should be paying attention to, not the negative chitter chatter that is going up in there."
My mommy is special.
So, your mommy's very special.
I know she is. That's why
We're
I
all
just said
special.
that.
We're all made to be special.
And I'm happy that my mommy helps other people.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Okay, that's enough. Anyways, have a happy hump day, and I will see you guys all next Wednesday. Bye. Thanks for watching. And Mila wants to push the finish button. Okay, say bye and say finish.
Bye.